What is up? Welcome to another episode of The Route. Here we talk about growing and scaling your pest control company. My name is Landon Danes. I scaled my pest control company starting in 2021 up to 75K per month. And then last year we were acquired. And now I help other pest owners do the same thing. Scale their companies lean, profitably, effectively, so they can hit their goals and grow their businesses to whatever level they want to grow to. And this is going to be a really quick episode. It's just been on my mind. A couple days ago, as of recording this, I was working with one of my clients, and he's been really pushing to get more leads. I mean, he has a marketing agency he pays. He's got a few different ad guys he pays, and none of them are really generating the kind of leads he wants. I mean, very few leads at all. And so we've worked together for 3 or 4 months now, and it's been a big push to get leads. And I keep telling him, hey, we'll get there, and we're kind of putting that on the back burner while we get other systems and operations in place. And so we did a lot of things with pricing and billing structures, with service structures, with technician structures, with the back end, with his office team. A lot of those things that have really not only added over $100,000 of revenue to his business, increased efficiency, his Google reviews are through the roof, his team performed better, all across the board. And now we're to a point where we're ready to get more leads, and the system is ready to receive that. On previous episodes, I talked about how if the model's broken, you can't fix that with more leads. And so we've really built out the model. Things are looking good. And again, right now he's paying multiple thousands of dollars to multiple different people to get him more leads, and it's not working. And so we did one simple thing to capitalize on the seasonal opportunity, and we brought in dozens of leads just in one night. So I want to talk about important moments in your business to capitalize on, specifically with customers, with timing of seasons and the customer journey. But with him specifically, leading up to the 4th of July, we knew that we can capitalize on that and get a ton of new customers. He's been in business for a long time, so he has a lot of customers in his database that haven't been in contact in a while, that have either canceled, did a one-time service, maybe called in but never actually got serviced. For whatever reason, they're not active. So we went in and we sent out a text blast to all those customers. And that same night, I mean, dozens and dozens and dozens of leads are flowing in. Not just leads, but people saying yes to signing up for service and getting service that week. So super simple. It cost nothing. It took 30 seconds, maybe a minute. And he's adding, I think last we checked was over probably $20,000 of revenue to his business, just like that. So the number one opportunity I want to talk about right now, an important moment to capitalize on in your business, is specific holidays. And so during the summer, there's obviously 4th of July, there's Memorial Day, there's Labor Day. There's those peak holidays during the summer season where people don't have work, where people are more apt to spend money because there's just deals going on. They're in that holiday spirit. And so those are really important moments in your customer journey and in your business to capitalize on customers. So if you have door-to-door teams, you know that those are some of the best days of door-to-door sales. People are home. People are a little bit more lighthearted, a little more relaxed, so they're more willing to spend and engage with salesmen or businesses. And so if you have a good sales team out, you're going to do great. If you don't have door-to-door guys, you can just go knock yourself, and you can go get 5 or 10 sales yourself. No big deal. But if you're not out knocking or selling, it's a great opportunity to do what we did with my client, is go to your customer database and pull up any customer who's not active and go send them an amazing offer. So for what we did with him was we sent out a $4 service. So we just said, hey, 4th of July is this week. We want to celebrate with you. We're doing services for $4 this week. Respond and we'll come out this week. Super simple, but it's really enticing, and we got tons of people. So make sure to do that not only during the summer holidays, but year round. Some people think that pest control dies off during the wintertime, and of course there's some truth to that with the seasonality of it. But there's no reason you can't get the same kind of influx of customers with every season and with every holiday throughout the year. So I would be doing the same thing. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day. Basically use any holiday as a reason to get more customers with a discount. Just let it be the reason that you have a crazy deal going on. And that's the nice thing about holidays. There's usually like one every month. Just like there's always one coming up. And so you can just continue to roll out that same incredible offer. Once you nail it, just do it over and over and over again. So holidays are super important to capitalize on. And whenever you're listening to this, whenever the next holiday is, make sure you have something in place ready to go, either to old customers or to current customers or to prospective customers, whatever it is, make sure you have an amazing offer. Number two is just the summer in general. Summer is an amazing time for multiple reasons. Kids are out of school, people are at home more, people are spending more money. Obviously, the bugs are way more active and prevalent because of the heat in the season. People are in their yards more, mowing the lawn, spending time in the yard with their kids, so they see the bugs more. So many reasons why pest control is just top of mind during the summertime. And so during this time of year, make sure to capitalize on upsells with current customers. So most of your customers are probably on some sort of general pest plan. And believe it or not, most of your customers probably don't know that you offer more than that. I would guess maybe 10 to 20% of your customers know that you do mosquito or termite or wildlife or whatever else, but most people don't. And just by informing the customer and educating them, not only does that help them think of you next time they need that service, but it also informs them of the need for that service right now. Because if our technician goes out and lets them know, hey, we just did the service today. Thanks for being a customer. By the way, we also do mosquito coverage. If you ever need something for mosquitoes, let us know. A lot of neighbors have been asking about it, so we just want to inform you we do that. And we have special discounts for current customers, so our office team can let you know. Just by putting that in their mind, now they think about mosquitoes. And they're like, oh, wait, I do get mosquitoes. Oh, wait, when I am on the back patio at night, I'm getting bitten up all the time. Or I don't even go back on the back patio at night because of how active it is out there. So now they're more aware of the issue and they're aware that you do it, so you can get more customers sold on that. So use the summer season to really bang out upsells. There's so many ways to do it. You can do mosquitoes, you can do termites, you can do all sorts of stuff. Don't hesitate or don't be scared of informing your customers too much. There's probably businesses and promotions that you've signed up for that you get text every 2 or 3 days for, and you open it and just ignore it. But the one time you need it or the one time it gets you, you go in and you place a $200 order on whatever store you shop at. But because they just continue to remind you, it's on your mind all the time. So even though you might not get someone today or the next time or the next time, if you just continue to remind them, you're going to get them the one time they need it. So capitalize on the summertime. Another time to capitalize is when a customer leaves a review. So for sure you want to capitalize when they leave a 5-star review. That's more common sense. But also when they leave a negative review. But let's start with the 5-star reviews. So when a customer leaves you a 5-star review, that is a peak moment of the customer experience and customer journey. So they're happy. They've now put skin in the game. They've put their word out there for you. It's a great chance to reach out and try to upsell them because they're happy with the service. So use that as a time to get more out of the customer because they've now shown that they value you. So you can upsell them. You can also ask for a referral. That's another great thing to do, is use that positive momentum with the customer to get them to refer you to more people. Obviously, there's very low pressure, low strategies to do that. And then with negative reviews, anytime a 1-star review comes in, that's a super important moment to capitalize on because it's a pivotal moment of the customer journey where they're taking 2 or 3 steps down that negative route of unhappiness or dissatisfaction. And so if you can pivot them back, you can save them and typically get the review totally removed, and in some cases get it changed to a 3, 4, or even a 5-star review based on how you execute that moment. So when any customer leaves a 1-star review, jump on that quick. Have your office team trained on what to do. I recommend sending out some sort of gift, some sort of box of cookies or edible arrangements or gift card or something, just to show them you apologize. You're sorry. You're taking ownership and accountability for their negative experience, and you're going to get them back on the positive route. Because when someone has a negative experience, think of the baseline being 0. And if someone has a negative 10 experience, you can't just do 10 and get them back to neutral. That's not the goal. If you just get them back to neutral, they're basically in a no better place than where they were at. Obviously, it's slightly better because they might not be mad, but you want to get them to positive 10. So you can't just break even, you've got to get way ahead. That's why it's really important when someone has one of those negative experiences, you can't just give them, hey, a free service, or you can't just apologize and waive this month's fee or whatever you typically do. Go all in on that customer because it'll cost you 2 or 3 times more to do that, but the returns is going to be so much greater. So in your current situation, you might just, again, waive the fee this month or do something, and it might cost you $20. And they might stay another 2 or 3 months and then cancel. But by going all in and spending $50, $75, $100 on that customer, now you've won them and they're going to stay for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And so the difference is massive, because what's really happening is in those experiences, you're showing your true colors as a company, and it's signaling to the customer when things go wrong, or when I express dissatisfaction with this company, I get to see their true character. And most companies do okay or not very good. They'll apologize, or they'll say sorry, we'll do better next time. It's very typical. But to see a company go above and beyond and send a technician out same day and send a gift out as an apology and waive the fee and make sure there's notes in the account going forward and do so many different things to correct that, it shows the kind of people you are. And even though there was a negative experience to start with, that customer now knows, oh, these people have my back. And so even if they mess up, I'm going to give them more leniency because I know the kind of people they are, and they're going to stick with me and make things right every single time. So use those one-star experiences to win customers over long term, and use each of these moments in the customer journey to get more customers, keep customers longer, get customers paying more. So use the summer season as a whole, get more people on your other services, get referrals, get reviews, get all that kind of stuff. Use the holidays to get more people upsold or reactivated. Every single holiday, you should be running some sort of campaign. And then use 1-star and 5-star reviews to get more people either upsold in referrals or get those 1-star people back locked in with you for the long run. And just a couple tips when you're doing the messaging for those upsells and for any of those activation points, you always want to have a good hook. So again, people are getting texts all day long from different companies, different promos and different reminders. And so you want yours to stick out. And the best way to do it is have a really good hook either in the email subject or in the text first line. So for example, if I'm running a mosquito campaign, my first line is going to say, hey, customer name. If you call them out by name, it's going to catch their attention a lot more. Then my first line is going to say, have mosquitoes been bugging you lately? ? So I'm piquing their curiosity and I'm hitting a direct pain point. And then by seeing that, they're going to open the rest of the message. And then there's going to be a body of the text that says, we offer premium mosquito coverage for all of our customers. As a thank you for being a current customer, we are offering 1 month free, or whatever offer you want. We're offering 70% off for current customers. That's the body. And then you want a very clear and simple call to action. Respond mosquito, and we will come do the mosquito coverage service tomorrow. Or respond mosquito, and we'll get that taken care of tomorrow on your general pest service. Very simple. You want a hook. You want a body of the text that has the offer, and then you want a simple call to action. If you do that, you're going to get way more conversions on each of those messages you send out. So I highly recommend doing texts. You're going to get way higher conversion on that. Also do emails. And then with text, don't just send one. So send one today and then send a last chance one. So if you're doing like a 4th of July one, send one July 1st, if that's Monday or Tuesday or whatever day of the week, and then send one right the day before. So July 3rd. Hey, last chance. Very similar text, call to action. So if you do these things, you're going to capitalize on these key moments of customers. And as business owners, just remember that you're not in the business of just getting a customer and then just keeping them as long as possible. That's a very average business. Your goal is to juice every ounce of revenue out of every customer possible, whether that's upsells or extending their lifetime value or getting referrals or getting reviews or reactivating them when they cancel or are unhappy with you. There's so many things to do with all of your customers. So don't just get someone and just let it coast forever. Find these peak moments in the customer experience and customer journey to capitalize on, to get more money from them, more reviews, more referrals. Obviously, all of this should be done ethically. The goal isn't just to get the money, it's to have service and have processes that back it up with true value so they're willing to pay for it. But when you're doing it the right way, it should happen almost naturally to get more of these people paying you more. So just a few tips with the summer season here, with holidays around the corner, and with reviews always coming in. Make sure to be doing these things, and you'll get way more money, way more customers, longer lifetime value per customer, and you can grow your business faster. So hopefully you found this valuable. If you did, please share this with another pest control owner out there, someone who is trying to grow their business, or a friend or a family member who might be thinking about starting a pest control company. Want to get this out to as many people as possible, and appreciate the support on the podcast. So we'll see you on the next episode, and have a great week.